Namaste, my love. Welcome back. This is Tara Raimundo with Kismet Coaching, life and spiritual coach. Are you a disempowered empath? That is what I want to talk about today. There's so many myths and all kinds of information floating around out there about what empaths are and aren't. And I really want to take a moment and share with you what the difference is between an empowered empath and a disempowered empath. And I actually have an entire course available on this. So this is just going to be kind of a top level intro, but I really just want to get this piece of the information out there. And if you're interested in digging a little deeper, I'll give you some information on how you can do that at the end of the video. Okay, so there are 6 ways to know if you are a disempowered empath. And if any of this rings true for you, please don't be ashamed. Raise your hand. I know no one can see you, right? But just take the responsibility. That's the first step, is realizing that you have this situation going on in your life and maybe you need some healing around it so that you can shift over to being an empowered empath, which is so powerful, for lack of a better word. And I really want you to be there because you are so vital to the shifting energies of this world and the healings of this world, but it starts with healing yourself. Okay, so let's get into it. So the first one is you hate conflict. Does that sound familiar? Is that ringing true for you? That used to be me. I can't tell you, I would just run away from any conflict. I never liked to take sides. You name it, that was me. The empath is so sensitive to the energy of what's going on within a conflict situation that it's actually physically painful. Like you can feel all that heavy energy and it just feels awful. So when they avoid the conflict, they may also end up avoiding standing up for themselves. And as you come into your power, you're not going to want to shy away as much. So you'll feel so much more powerful in these conflict situations once you've done the healing work and you've stepped into your power. Okay, number 2, you feel uncomfortable in your body. I know that sounds a little bit weird, right? But when empaths are children and they experience trauma before they really know how to handle it, they can actually disassociate. And when they associate the body with pain, so that's why they disassociate. So their soul says, this trauma is happening to my body and it's painful. So I'm just going to step back. I'm going to disassociate. And so some signs of this you can look for in your own life is if you say you're embarrassed to dance in front of people, or even if you're home by yourself, maybe you feel weird dancing in front of a mirror. Maybe you cover up your body a lot. You're kind of ashamed of your body. And maybe you're uncomfortable with your sexuality. If you always need to turn the lights off, or you need to keep on like lingerie or something so you're never fully exposed, that's actually unhealthy. And it could be a sign that you are a disempowered empath. Number 3, you're uncomfortable in crowds or anywhere there's like heavy energy. Frequently, you may run from social situations because you feel assaulted by other people's energies. It's like energetic daggers coming at you. Or maybe it's like a wave of negativity and you don't know how to deal with it. So you kind of turn to run away from those crowds. And I've been there too. But remember, these are the traits of a disempowered empath. These are temporary traits. You don't have to stay here. There is a way to overcome this. And I go through all of that in my course. Okay, so we're halfway through. Number 4, you need a lot of time alone. Now, I still need a lot of time alone to recharge, but it's more for just my self-love and self-care time. I need time to take care of myself. It's not because I'm running away from outside things. It's more because I'm running towards myself. I'm taking time for myself. Um, when we don't know our power, when we're in the state of victim consciousness, we end up spending too much time alone. But when you heal and you fully come into your power as an empath, you won't want to run away as much. You'll actually enjoy being out in the world because you know how to handle it. Okay, number 5, you're easily hurt. Because we're so energetically sensitive, we can feel pain so easy. And empaths can tend to over dramatize and feel more hurt than the situation actually warrants. They're hypersensitive to criticism, even constructive criticism. So if you're at work and your boss kind of gives you some negative feedback on something, that can just shatter your day, right? Because you're so vulnerable. You don't know how to handle that energy. So again, in my course, I'm going to show you exactly how you can do that. You can thrive out in the world, I promise you. Okay, the last one. You're sensitive to stimuli. And this one was a big one for me. So if you're sensitive to loud sounds, chaos of any kind, even things like bright colors or busy textures, like if my shirt is bothering you right now, because of the pattern on there, it is a really busy pattern, then this is a sign for you. And the reason why this happens is the nervous system in an empath's body just goes into overdrive. But you can bring your nervous system into a state of calm. And I'm going to show you how to do that in my course. It may never really go away, but it can be reduced. And I know I live in an apartment right now, and there's so much noise. I'm also kind of close to a freeway. And even though I am an empowered empath, and I've worked on this a lot over the years, occasionally some of the noise outside will get to me if I'm trying to meditate, or like I need silence for self-development, or just some personal time that I need to reflect on myself. Some of those noises can really bother me, more so than anybody else in my family that's living here. They hear the same noise, they don't pay attention to it. They still. Okay, so those are the 6 signs of an unempowered empath. If any of those resonated with you and you feel called to take the next step in your journey, and you want more information about this Empowered Empath Alchemy course I've created, I'm going to leave a link in the comments below so you can go check it out. I truly believe this is the most transformative program out there to help empaths. And there's never been a time where you've needed to step into your power more. And I'm sure you can feel that already. Ever since Mother Gaia switched over to 4D consciousness, everybody is starting to wake up and step into their power. And if you're still living in this victim consciousness and self-isolating, this is definitely the time to step forward. So again, the link is below in the comments. And if you want to go ahead and leave any comments about which one of these resonated most with you, please do that. Also, go ahead and click the subscribe button and click the bell icon so you can be notified of my upcoming videos. All right, I hope to get to help you and work with you soon. And even if it's just reading the comments, right? I love you so much. Namaste.